Hello students, welcome in my YouTube channel. Students, today we will discuss about parallelogram law. Okay, so it is a type of vector resolution. We have to resolve the vectors. Okay, students, you also know when the two vectors are perpendicular to each other, so we can easily find their resultant by the formula R mod vector is equal to under root a square plus b square. Okay, but here these two vectors are not perpendicular. Vector b and this is a vector a, and this both vector which is not perpendicular, you can easily see by this graph. This is the vector b and this is the vector a. Okay, so draw the parallelogram. We draw the parallelogram. Okay, so this is the parallelogram, and here we extend this line from this vertex, and it is n and it is a s o, and it is a resultant of these two vectors b and vector a. Okay, so here we have to find this resultant. See, it is an angle OSN. Okay, this is the right angle triangle, and this right angle triangle we use a Pythagoras theorem. Okay, what is the Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Okay, so we use a Pythagoras theorem on this triangle OSN, which is in a triangle OSN. Use the Pythagoras theorem. OS square is equal to SN square plus base square, which is ON square. Okay, so here this vertex is known as a P. We named P. Okay, and we have to also find this side and this side. It is SN and it is a PN. See, this is also the right angle triangle. Okay, so we have to find their value of PN and SN. Okay, this is your vector B because opposite sides are same in a parallelogram. Okay, these two sides are same. It means this is a B vector. Okay, so now we only uh, find these two values Pn. We use a sine and cos function. Okay, so sine theta is equal to, what is the formula of sine theta? Sine theta is equal to perpendicular perpendicular divide by hypotenuse. So what is a perpendicular? It is a Sn. And what is a hypotenuse? It will be a B. Okay, so Sn is equal to B cos theta, sorry, B sin theta. So the your value of Sn will be a B sin theta. Okay, it will be a B sin theta. And what will be the value of this Pn? Okay, so Pn is equal to B cos theta. You can simply find through the cos theta. Okay, so cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse. Okay, simply it will be a Pn is equal to B cos theta. Okay, it will be your b sine theta, and it is a b cos theta. Pn is equal to b cos theta, and Sn is equal to b sine theta. Okay, so OS is your resultant. OS is your resultant, means R square is equal to Sn square. What is the value of this Sn? Sn will be your b sine theta. It will be a, you can also say, sine square theta plus On. What is the On? Value of On? See, this is the On, and On is equal to OP plus Pn. Here OP is your, you can also say OP is your A, and Pn is your B cos theta. So use this value is equal to On, and you place the value of On. So On square is equal to A plus B cos theta whole square. Okay, so here B sine square theta plus A square plus B square cos square theta plus 2 A square B square cos square theta plus B square cos square theta. Okay, simplify this equation and you get A square plus B square 2ab cos theta. You also know sine square theta plus cos square theta. Sine square theta plus cos square theta will be a 1. Okay, sine square theta plus cos square theta it is also a 1. Okay, but here it will be not a in a square form, this value. Okay, so okay, yeah, so this is your equation. When you find the resultant, when the two vectors are not perpendicular to each other, so you use this formula: r square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. When you remove the square on the LHS, so r will be a under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. So this is a very important value. Okay, you will also use in your class 11th and class 12th. It is a very important formula. When you find the resultant, when the two vectors are not perpendicular to each other, so you can also use this formula. Okay, yeah, so what is the direction of the resultant vector? So you can also see through the graph, vector OS n. You can also see vector OSN. Okay, this is also the right angle triangle, and we use a tan theta for the finding direction of this resultant vector. So we can say triangle OSN, we can say, and write tan theta is equal to, see, we talk about this, so it will not theta, it will be alpha, and we split the theta into the two part. This is alpha and this is a beta. Okay, so we use this alpha. Okay, uh, through this triangle OS, sorry, yes, OSN. Okay, so tan alpha is equal to perpendicular divide by perpendicular divide by base. Okay, so your formula will be a tan alpha is equal to Sn means b sine theta. Okay, you can also see in this graph b sine theta. Sn is equal to b sine theta and divided by on. Okay, so your on will be a op plus pn. Op plus pn. Okay, so b sine theta divided by op means a plus pn means b cos theta. Simply you can see by this draw graph. Okay, so this is how you can find the direction of the resultant vector using this formula. Okay, this is the formula when we use the okay tan alpha is equal to b sin theta upon a plus b cos theta. Okay, thank you students.